Welcome. Welcome to the show for this Monday. Just to get it out up front, I will not be here next week. I won't have a show next week because I'm going to be traveling, going out to Colorado. Lord willing, I'll be out there in the sand dunes at the Great Sand Dunes National Park and hope to be able to get some sunsets and sunrises and Milky Way shots, and besides just seeing the beauty out there. It's one of those dark sky areas, so there's no light pollution to interfere. And yeah, I know that some of you are interested in the super blue moon that occurred last week, and that video came out last Friday. If you haven't seen it, take a look at it. Got Tony here with me today. Got Ken PTL just popped on. Going to bring them on here. I want to show you the guys. I want to show you the sunrise here over at the park this morning, and it was just spectacular. This picture really doesn't do it justice. It was just coming up through the trees, and the stars were shining, or it was shining, making all those star rays off of it, and really enjoyed being out there and watching it. So let's get you guys on here. Hey, Tony.
Hey. Hey, Ken.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Ken. Good to have you. Yeah. I know that Tony said that it's nice and sunny there. I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's why you can't see me.
Yeah, it's just sort of blowing you out, man. That's okay. That's okay. If it's that or
having a rainstorm here.
Rain, take the sun. What's that, Ken?
We're having a rainstorm.
In a rainstorm?
Yeah, thunderstorms just came through.
Oh, okay.
Not too bad out there right now, but it was raining hard 5 minutes ago.
Oh, wow. Well, this morning was amazing. I went out, when I went out getting ready to go to the office, the sun was coming up and the sky was, I don't know, it was wild. It was layers of clouds, and there were 3 layers of clouds, and they were going in 3 different directions. So, lower clouds were sort of moving to the east. The higher clouds was moving to the west.
Oh, that's
and then it looked like a contrail of a jet, but it was just a long, thin cloud, and it moved in and cut the 2 in half. It was really
nice.
Pretty neat to watch. So
that's neat when they're going the opposite directions.
Yeah.
As long as they're not going like this.
That's the same direction.
It's the same direction. You can't make up your mind. Oh my. Y'all doing okay?
I'm doing great.
Good.
Camping in a parking lot.
Yeah, what more can you ask for?
Got asphalt.
Oh my.
Yeah, we're doing good. I can't stay long, Dan. I got a meeting tonight, so I'll stay for another 10, 15 minutes, but have a meeting tonight. But I've been busy. My daughter, I think I told you, bought a house, so I've been over at her house doing a little bit of yard work. I was in pulling sheetrock, an area that had some water damage, so my son is going to patch it, but I went in and pulled out some of the sheetrock.
Oh, okay.
I can do the damage, pull it apart, but I'm not so good at putting it back together.
Yeah.
I'm good at demo.
Destruction is, I like your shirt.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Family always gets me nice shirts.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. I need to get my hat down. I got my retirement hat there in the back. So.
I still have first year Coast Guard. We got ball caps when I was on the Cape Corwin in Hawaii. That ship's long been retired, but I still have the hat I got back in probably 80, 88 maybe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sitting on my dresser, U.S. Coast Guard cutter, Cape Corwin.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
One of these days, we'll get a new one.
Time flies.
Yeah.
Time flies. Yeah.
I was over at my son's yesterday. He burns wood. and he's busy
Oh, yeah.
with his business and 4 little kids. So I was over there splitting wood for him.
That's too much work, man.
He
That's
has a
young
nice
back.
splitter. The splitter turns up, so
Okay.
you roll the big rounds up to it.
You just roll up, let that thing do the work.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
roll
the
them under
difference.
it and slides them. But it was still hard. It was a lot of work.
Yeah. I thought you were swinging an axe, and no.
I used to actually, I loaded all the axes up. I got there and he said, because they were on the other side of the yard, he said, rather than do that, just bring it over and lift it up. I said, well, I can roll them over there. And he lifted it up for me, but I was going to split them, quarter them by hand, and then lift them up onto the splitter. And he showed me how to lift it up so I didn't have to pick them up.
That's
Nice.
awesome. Yeah.
He gets them small enough and then he drops it and he likes to lift them up to finish them up. And I was like, I would rather stay in the bend over position with it upright. That way I don't, when you're splitting them on the machine, you split one and half of it falls on the ground. You split
pick
the
it
other half,
back
you
up,
gotta bend
yeah.
over, pick it up. Rather than doing that, I just, I'm bent over with the big round and little by little I get it. And then I stand up once and get another one.
It's the standing up that I have trouble with anymore. My back just don't want to straighten out once it's turned over. So yeah, man. Let's see what we got. Well, we got, okay. Give a stone a photograph 101. Oh, well, yeah, we, let's see. I'm just looking to see who all we got here. Very cool. Got the 12 Stones. We got Sandy. Got John from Senior Hiker. We got Kevin with Jackie Boy. Reruns in the house.
Hey, Rerun.
And then Butt Nuggets. I guess that's yours, Tony.
Yeah, it's over on my side.
Oh, okay. All right. Yep. I sent him a welcome. I don't know if he sees it or not when I type it in on this side. So it's hard to know. But anyway, yeah. Monday night, a week ago, I went out because I was going to do this super blue moon. Got out there early and took a couple of pictures of the tree line where the moon was going to come up through. And it was a busy night because it's late in the season, but and that's the spot where I took my first Milky Way shot, and it was awesome. So oh, good. Thanks, Butt Nuggets. Appreciate that. And so then I was thinking maybe that I'd see the Milky Way that night. To the north, it was the tail end of the meteor shower. Tony, I think you were talking about the meteor shower, the Northern Lights. So I was hoping maybe I would see that. But no, the moon was so bright, it blew out everything. It was amazing.
Where's the field? Where's that field, Dan?
The field? It's about maybe 7 miles from where I live. It's my nephew's farm.
Okay.
And I need to go over there and do a video of that space because this farm has been handed down through the generations from the old Kansas, land grab days. And on it, there's a couple of structures that were a couple of walls from old soddies back in the day when they would take rock and they would stack rock up for walls, and then they would just take sod and put over the top of the roof for a roof. So there's a couple of those there. Nice. And then there's a couple of places that, legend has it, these are Indian burial sites. And so they keep those protected. They keep those sort of low key so nobody knows where they're at because they don't want them disturbed. But it was, this was all Osage country in the day. And so there's a lot of Osage kind of places around the area. So really a neat spot. Beautiful. It's a little hill. It's the highest thing in the area. So you get this wonderful 360-degree panorama. The coyotes were out.
Yeah,
They were-
actually, Dan, with the coyotes, you were saying, do you listen? And I'm listening, I'm not hearing anything. And next thing you know, I'm like this, putting my ear right to the computer. And I can hear, and I heard them. Oh, that was awesome.
They're hard to hear, and I was wishing I had a better microphone that I could reach out to them, because I have my little Rode that I wear.
Yeah.
But
No, you could hear
you
them.
could see them. You could see them running along the tree line down there where I was pointing. They were running back and forth.
That's cool.
And
It was neat.
Were you seeing shadows as it was getting darker?
Yeah. Saw the shadows running back and forth, running
Yeah.
low.
Nice.
I'm typing your channel name in, because Butt Nuggets wants to know what it is. Be still on the trail.
I'm not
There
over.
you
I'm
go.
gonna look at the other one to see the comments.
There. Yeah, I'll try to keep up with them. Tennessee Fish Keeper.
Oh, thanks, Brandon.
That's Brandon. Yeah. It's nice to have a shadow when it's nice and sunny out and not
Hey, as long as
hot.
I'm not actually physically in the sun right now, I'll be happy. It's
Yeah.
only 82, but boy, it's like 92. Feels like 92 when you're in
with
the
the
sun.
sun bearing down on you. Yeah. Yeah. It was like 90. It was 92 this morning here. I don't know what it is now.
Ooh, hot.
Yeah. It right now.
Yeah, hopefully, I'm not
it's-
here at the end of the week when it hits the 90s.
Oh, really? It's supposed to hit in the 90s?
Yeah.
Here it's 96.
Wow.
Uh,
We had mid 80s, I think, today.
I'm
Yeah,
looking
mid-80s.
forward. The Great Sand Dunes today, right now it's 69, supposed to get down to 52 tonight. And when I'm there, the high is 70 and the low is 46.
Oh, that's
So
perfect.
it's gonna be perfect and sunny or clear. Oh, Kevin's got it 87. Man, what's going on? Texas is warmer or cooler than up here. And then we got Too Tall in the house, so it's good to have him.
Hey, Chef.
Yeah, this is good. Good to see everyone. Sand Van from Australia. Several Australians that I've started to be good YouTube friends with. One is John Rudder Photography, and he does.
You've
he does
mentioned him before.
amazing
I have not checked that out yet.
Yeah, he's really good, Tony. He's the one that sort of taught me how to use the Star Tracker, because it is a little technical.
Dang, 90 in Michigan for Jamie. That's horrible.
Oh man, yeah. Oh yeah, Jamie, I'm sorry, man. That's hard. 96 in Bama. Hey Jim, good to have you. My brother James Paul, he just popped on, so
Nice.
Yeah.
he's getting ready to retire.
Nice.
So yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah, Mesa, Arizona doesn't count, Chef.
106 in Mesa. No.
I'm not ready to go there yet.
No, that's a winter tour.
Yes,
winter
it is. He manages to live there year round, though.
Whew. Well, when we were stationed in Texas, I remember those hot days down there. So for
That must have
Kevin,
been a fun place to be stationed, though.
what's that?
That must have been a fun place to be stationed for sure.
It was a great
120 degrees.
Yeah, and then you got to get out in it. But it was a great place. We had Fort Hood was so big, it's 350 square miles of a post. That's the Army post, 350 square miles to give a tour. And that was one of my jobs. I would give dignitaries when they'd come from around the world to visit. I'd give them tours of the post, and we'd have to use a helicopter to give them a tour. We'd fly around the post because it was just too big. You never make it.
That's
And,
cool.
yeah, it was neat. It was a very neat place, and it was
it mostly desert then?
it was varied. It was hill country, so you had some, some desert-like areas, and then you had tree. I mean, it was pretty. It was just
Yeah.
a pretty place. Rivers went through there. Okay, well, you just Ken, you just got another subscriber, so he's just wanting you to let you know, let him know if it's the right one. So if you got one popped up, and the Butt Nuggets has got you. Butt Nuggets Homestead. I got to check you out, brother. Where's he at, Tony?
Oh, I don't know. It looks like on
Oh.
YouTube.
Okay.
I can't remember hardly
deserve
anything
that.
most of the time, but
I deserve that. I really do.
some people I know for sure, and others, yeah, I forget 10 minutes after they tell me. Just like names, horrible with that too.
Says that Nightbot just returns an F404 link.
Yeah, I
there you go,
just
Brandon.
tried it myself and got that same 404 error, so I'm not sure.
I don't know what's going on with Nightbot.
J&J.
If I paid for it, I wouldn't, because I just. But I got. Let me see.
Give me 10 minutes, Brett, and I'll forget.
I'm just trying to get his because I love these homestead.
Now, a lot of the homesteaders do great content. I love that part.
Yeah.
Every time I watch one, it makes me wish I still had the house instead of an RV, but oh well.
Here we go. Now I got him. Now I've got him subscribed. Good. Now I can watch him. Looking forward to that. It's one of the things I love about this is
the community.
Brett from Tiny Farms Nuggets. Okay. There's another one.
Is that the right one? Tiny Farm Nuggets?
Well, there's another one that's Tiny Farm Nuggets.
Yeah, it has two.
Yeah, there's two different ones. So, yeah.
That's all right, Brandon. I'm still following that star.
Oh no. My brother that moved to Arkansas, I guess that's homesteading. That's what he's doing, and so to try to get some idea of what he's doing is always fun. Okay, here we are, Tiny Farms. Now I got them too. Awesome. Well,
Oh,
very good.
So Brett has both Tiny Farms and Butt Nuggets?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm on one of them.
Good.
I just subscribed to that one.
All right. And then Tennessee Fish Keeper. Where at in Tennessee are you from? Because I had a lot of family that was from Tennessee. Okay, there you are. Just I need somebody to sort of sit beside me and just do the near Knoxville. Okay. I need somebody to sit up there and
Take care of all of it for you.
Yeah. If Nightbot would do that, then it would be worth it. But I'm about fed up with Nightbot.
Tony, I was going to say earlier, you had a great trip on that canoe trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looked like a nice
spot. If it wasn't for the storms and hypothermia and all that, it would have been better.
Yeah. Looked like a nice spot, though.
Oh, it was a great area. I love that area.
It sounds like you've been there many times before.
Yeah, I think I was 20 the first time.
Wow.
So I've been going there almost every year since then. So
Always
yeah,
canoeing out there, or
I know, backpacked in a lot.
yeah. That's nice when you can canoe right into your site.
Well, yeah, I mean, last year we did it where we canoed all the gear. One person canoed all the gear in, and we bring a lot of gear.
You
So
do.
it was like, hiking 2.5 miles on a trail with no pack. That's
Yeah.
easy enough,
That's nice too. Your kayak was kind of low in the water. It gives you nice ballast with all
Yeah.
that stuff in it.
Which we needed on the way out. The wind was so bad.
Was it bad?
Yeah. But we both went out in the canoe on the way out, so we were loaded down pretty good.
Yeah.
Kept it. We made good time at least.
The last time I canoe camped was in upstate New York. I was with the family. The kids were young, and we set up. I knew better. I put the tent in a low spot, put a big tarp over it. I said, this will keep it from coming in here. It didn't. And it
That was
down.
one nice thing about all the rain we did get.
Yeah.
We walked around right as soon as it stopped and walked around to all the campsites. And it's like, we could not find a single spot you could safely put a tent. The water was so thick out there.
Yeah.
Luckily, we're in hammocks, but that didn't matter because the rain came in sideways.
Yeah, so you had it all laid out, drying out.
Yeah. Everything was wet.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
fun.
I would have thought that. I mean, when I saw you going down in the canoe, I'm thinking, if I had been in a kayak, I'd be upside down. All my stuff would be soaking wet. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Sue and I are planning a kayak in up in, I think it's Minnesota, one of the national parks.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's basically lakes. So you got to
Yeah.
canoe out to the campsites. I mean, you could do, go canoeing or kayaking for a day and go to a campsite.
Right.
Yeah.
But we're planning on doing remote out on the lake. So if we're going to do that state park, we might as well do it right. We'll load our gear in the kayaks and go out.
Yeah. That sounds like fun to me.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound
Yeah,
like
it
fun
does.
to
It
Dan,
really
but it
does.
sounds like fun to me.
I just want outriggers, sort of like training wheels for kayaks. You put a couple
Well,
of
you
outriggers
get
on.
get another person to go with you. You tie them together with a couple of logs or trekking poles between you tied together, so you got a little bit more balance, maybe.
Well, that's Butt Nugget says that he needs pontoons on a canoe. I do too.
The kayaks,
I grew up doing it, so for me, it's second nature. No big deal.
Yeah.
we have 14-foot Wilderness Systems kayaks. They're kind of an intermediate kayak, but the sides come down, and they kind of go out on angles.
Oh,
And
so they go down a little bit into the water then.
It goes down, then down, it has 3 angles on it. So it's pretty stable. It's not rounded. It's not, it's got these
Right.
little corners on it, and it's very stable. And they're 14 foot, so it tracks pretty well.
Yeah, my canoe's a 16-footer, 2-person. It's supposed to hold like 650 pounds, but we've loaded her close to 1,000 and had no problems.
Yeah.
Good night. Really?
Oh yeah, we used to bring a lot of gear.
Whoa. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
sometimes you go out, and sometimes I've done this trip with 7 or 8 guys and put all the gear where it's mounted up on the canoe.
Oh man. No. Oh my.
We usually
goodness.
strap everything down when that happens, though. At
Yeah.
least then you can at least drag all the gear to shore.
Oh.
But
that's
I've
amazing.
never flipped one with the gear in it. We used to go out and flip them on purpose to practice emptying them out and getting back in.
I think I told you my grandfather, I remember him telling me this story when I was little, that he was canoeing across the river. He'd shot a deer and threw it in the canoe with him, and he's going across the river to the other side, Well, he hadn't killed the deer. He just knocked it out, and it came to, and it tore that
That's
canoe
horrible.
apart, and him. Oh goodness, yeah, crazy stuff. Oh, I think Tony's getting blown away. Yeah. Yeah, your Mount St. Helens, that was great, Ken. I like the marmots. They were fun to see.
Yeah, the whole trip was awesome. We saw a lot of neat stuff.
Yeah.
Mount
Yeah.
St. Helens, Olympic National Park, Mount Rainier. We went up to the North
Yeah.
Cascades. We did the boat ride out to what is it? I can't remember the lake. Another part of North Cascades National Park Monument or whatever.
Huh.
Lots of great spots up here.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, not up here. I'm down in Oregon right now, but
Now, where in Oregon are you, Tony?
Coburg, Oregon, just north of Eugene.
Oh,
I'm getting some work done on the RV, so I'm sitting here in a parking lot.
okay.
And I actually might have to mute because my neighbor's coming back.
Hey guys, I gotta go.
Okay.
I gotta go. I'll talk to you later.
All right, Ken. Thanks for joining us. Good
All right,
to see you.
Yeah. Bye.
Good to see you. Well,
Yeah, he's
yeah,
pulling in next to me, so I'm gonna mute for a minute, Dan.
okay, no problem. No problem. Yeah. It's fun to hear from everybody and how that what life is happening to them and what they see. I had a great week. Let's see. I'm getting ready to do the video for this coming week, and it's going to be really sort of different. It's on hummingbirds because we've got hummingbirds that are migrating up through here. And those little bitty things, they fly in from Latin America, from South America, Central America, fly up through here. And now there's some reports that they're actually wintering over here in Kansas, especially southeastern Kansas.
I can't believe the birds would actually go to Kansas. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's southeast. We actually have some trees, so it's not too bad.
Maybe some flowers.
Yeah, we have some flowers. They love the red flowers, and so we planted some. Oh, what are they called? Not begonias. So we got these great big red flowers on them. We planted some of them, and then I took a hummingbird feeder and stuck out in the middle of them, and they are coming like crazy. So I sat out there a couple of days ago with the camera and just sort of honed in on it, and I've got a little video section of them coming and feeding. They shouldn't even be able to fly. They're not aerodynamic at all. It's just the speed of their wings keep them up, and they are fast. Hummingbirds going through the sugar water. Yeah, that's what Connie has made sugar water, and I've put that in those things. Really cool. So I'm looking forward to sharing that video this Friday, and then next week maybe I'll have the videos from New Mexico and Colorado. Looks like I hope he doesn't run you over, Tony. He's backing up there. So
it's a good amount of distance. He just got to adjust.
Okay.
It's not in his sight very good.
Okay. Oh my. So what are you having done?
Trying to not hit my awning.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
His slide's not that far out.
Was that your motorhome that was going out?
No, I'm actually facing mine.
Oh, okay. Okay. Are they still working on the windshield, or is it something else?
A bunch of other stuff to be done.
Okay.
I'll explain once he parks.
Yeah. 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 in the camera, it looks a whole lot closer than probably what it is. Okay. Oh, me. Yeah, it looks like he's just about to just scrape you. They look at us through the window when their sugar water's low or out. Oh, really? Like they're begging for the hummingbirds begging for water. But yeah, we've got these out back here on this, what we call the annex to the house. There's 2 rooms, and back here where I'm at, this is the little studio room, and then through the door, that's my wife's sewing room and crafts room. So we have just out her window is where the flower garden is and the hummingbird feeders. So she enjoys that. Watched it live.
So she got
Sandy did.
one with windows, and you did.
What's that?
She got a room with windows, and you did.
I do have a window.
You covered it up, though.
But I covered it up because it messes me up. Sometimes when I'm working at the desk, I'll raise the shades and so I can look out. But most of the time I'm here behind working on a video or working behind the camera or something. So yeah. It's a pretty neat little space. It's versatile, pretty neat little space back in here. But I'd just soon have it.
It's got to be nice to have a space that's yours for her the same space that's hers.
Yep. Yeah, we've wanted that for a long time. And when we moved here, this what we call the annex, these 2 rooms, it was just framed out. There was nothing out here. There was no, you had the brick walls and the stud frames on the inside, and that was it. And so I insulated it all, put up drywall, put in ceilings.
It's the same thing when the kids moved out. We each took a room, and then the 3rd bedroom was storage.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We built up quick.
Yeah. Yeah. So what do you do with all that now?
We got rid of almost everything.
Okay. Yeah.
We have a small section of stuff we keep in storage, and that's it.
Yeah.
Just mainly pictures and sentimental value stuff.
Yep. Yeah. It's amazing. That's what I did we talked about that on one of the videos when I was going through the Appalachian Trail. Just how you can really make life pretty simple. When you neck it down to 20 pounds that you're going to carry on your back, it becomes pretty simple. But it's hard.
Most of the time you want more. Like someone like me, whenever I go camping, even when I'm backpacking, I bring a chair, no matter what.
Yeah.
That's simple. And yeah, it's not a light chair. It's 2 pounds.
Oh, it's a heavy chair. Yeah.
And so, but even then, when I pack really light, I'm still at 15 pounds with a chair.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm actually working on lightening it up another pound here pretty soon. So
yeah.
I'm getting older. I got to get that pack lighter.
Oh, I know. Believe me, I know. Oh, but I'd have people, when they see my chair, oh, you need to get rid of that chair. Because I said, no, wait a minute. I necked down all my other stuff on purpose so I could have that chair.
Have the chair, exactly.
That chair is a lifesaver.
I didn't bring one. I used to pack heavy all the time. I had a 100-liter pack, and I'd load her right up, and got tired of carrying 50 pounds. Like, all right, I'm gonna get me a 60-liter and go for 35 pounds. Got to that.
Yep.
You know, luckily my pack's a 2-pound pack, so it's perfect. And now I don't even fill the thing anymore.
Yep.
I just
Yeah.
strap the chair right to the back of it. That's it.
Yep.
It's not small. I mean, I think it's 5 inches around and about that
Oh,
big.
buddy.
So it's a big chair. It's a high back chair for, you know, comfort. And it's high enough off the ground I can get in and out.
That's a big deal.
Bonus.
That's the problem with my chair. It sits right on the ground. So, you know, when I have to just sort of tip it over, intentionally fall.
Yeah, that's how I just fall out of it. It was easier.
It's easier than trying to stand up. My knees don't do that anymore.
I've looked into other ones that are lighter for the high back chairs, but I'm only going to save a few ounces. So it's like, nah, I got a good one. I'm going to keep with it.
Why spend the money?
Yeah.
When I got this one, it was a lifesaver, because before I would hike for 10 miles and my back would be screaming at me, and I'd have to lay down in the trail, lay down and pop my back.
I just pop that chair off and sit down.
Now I do. Well, we got someone from Istanbul.
Welcome.
Yeah, Ozan. That's cool. I was in Istanbul just for a couple of weeks back when I was still on active duty with the Army, and really enjoyed it. I was amazed because you'd walk through the streets and you had all the rug dealers, you know, everybody wanting to sell you a rug, but they would remember you. And so you would walk through there and you'd see something, and I would always say, well, maybe later, you know, and I would leave.
Right.
And a week later you go back and that same guy would grab you and say, you know, I still have that rug for you. You know, here it is. And he knew all about you. So yeah, very fun. Very fun. And it's good to see where everyone is from.
Yeah. That's the greatest thing about having a community on here on YouTube, and people coming in from all over.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just never know.
No, and you can learn so much.
Yeah.
My friend from where is Armand from? Now I've gone brain dead. Don't get old, Tony. It's not what that's what it's cracked up to be.
No, I'm sure of that. It's not working so well right now.
Oh, but Armand, he does all of my graphic arts,
right,
for me, and does a great job. And they just had a huge problem there with the government fell, and it was a mess.
Oh, that sucks.
He's getting back on his feet now.
Turmoil.
Yeah. And he's doing much better though now.
That's good. As long as he's safe.
Well, and that's yeah.
Yeah. Well, big old wildfires are still about 36 miles away, so I'm still safe.
That's good.
Wow, pretty much.
Do you get any of the smoke?
No, the wind's actually blowing the other way, so no smoke here. We did when we were up camping at the lake one of the days. Watch the sun come up, and it was a big ball of orange. It's like, oh gosh, I hope that just stays away from us. And luckily, the wind came in, and it did. Then the storms came in, and we couldn't see anything anyway. But it didn't help,
Yeah.
you know. The storm started
No.
fires, and they put out.
Yeah. We were watching a National Geographic documentary, you know, and there was a big fire raging. Where was it? It must have been, it was in New England because it was ospreys. And the show was about ospreys, and there was a big fire, and no, I'm sorry, I'm all messed up. It was Africa, and because it was the Serengeti, and it was how, you know, the animals were traveling south, and then all of a sudden you got this raging fire, and how, you know, it impacted the animals.
Yeah. That'd be a good watch.
So, yeah, I would love to be able to go there and take a camera and get some pictures there. There's a place. What's that?
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Just get some of the wildlife shots that you really want to get.
Yeah. 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 To get like the elephants up against Kilimanjaro, you know, that would be
Yeah, there you go.
That's a dream shot.
Perfect shot with the perfect background.
Yep. There's a guy here that he has one of these places where, you know, it's really set up for hunters so that they can go out and hunt all kinds of different exotic type animals. And I don't know how that works, because he's got it here. You don't have to have a hunting license. There's no hunting season.
Yeah, private property's a whole different game.
Yeah.
He privately owns the animals and the grounds.
Yep.
He can make the rules.
But he invited me to go out with him, and I told him I didn't have any desire to take a gun, but I'd love to take the camera out there and just go and get pictures. So he said that he would do that with me. So I'm looking forward to that. Maybe this fall doing that with him when it's not so hot.
But it's hot. Come on.
Oh, yeah. I stepped out of the office today, and it was miserable. It's the Great Sand Dunes right now. It's 69 degrees here.
Yeah, it is nice.
Here it's still 96. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
How long are you going to be down there? A week or so?
No, 5 days. Just 5 days.
Just the midweek then, huh?
Yeah, midweek. Leaving Sunday afternoon. Should get to the Great Sand Dunes by Monday afternoon, and then hike in. It's about a 3-hour hike to get up to Star Dune, which is the tallest. It's nearly 900 feet.
And you're going to camp there?
Yeah, I'm going to camp there.
Cool.
And then come back down. So
that sounds fun to me.
Yeah. Well, you need to come on down.
When I'm in Arizona, you need to come on down. Do some of that desert camping.
Yeah. I would like to do that.
I mean, most of the wildlife's maybe a deer, a lizard. But you never know what you see, too.
Yeah. Yeah. I am going to be in, my plan is to be in Moab, Utah in November. The first week of November.
Hopefully that's good timing.
I hope so.
Moab's beautiful. I mean, Arches, Canyonlands, all beautiful area. I can't wait to go back and explore more that I didn't, you know, because you never have enough time when you're somewhere to really explore everything.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm supposed to meet Nicole hikes a lot and Tim eats a lot. I'm supposed to meet them there. Nicole's hiked that area a lot. So
Yeah.
she knows where to show me. And I'm excited about that.
That's cool.
Oh, so, yeah.
I think where I'm going to be in November, I'm not sure. Maybe Mesa
I was
Verde.
wondering about that. That's because you'll be.
The wife's made a few reservations already here and there, but gaps, you know, we haven't started filling out. We haven't even figured out when we're leaving yet. Probably as soon as it starts to really get rainy and cold, we'll probably leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice thing about not having a set schedule. Let's go now.
That's nice. That's really nice. Yeah,
There's a
that
few
was sort
places
of
I'd like to get back to, like Bend, Oregon, which isn't far from here. Probably 2 or 3 hour drive, but I'd love to get back up in the tall pines and all that. That was a great area to be.
yeah.
Get my dose of the big trees before I head back down to none.
Yeah. Well, that's what I got a grandson. And he moved from Texas to Arkansas to Virginia, and it took him 6 months to get used to being in the trees.
Being in the trees, yeah.
He said, "I'm claustrophobic." He said, "Just it's too many people." Oh my. Yeah. Ozan says his channel list is global because he subscribes all over the world. That's
awesome.
And that's, like we said, you know, that's the neatest part of this whole thing is that you get in touch with folks all the way around. Oh, I'd love to hear Bika's story. She said one of her scariest camping experiences was in Washington.
Well, you're supposed to camp off the river, not in it.
Yeah, the banks are there for a reason.
Right.
Oh, me.
We were up there camping on that river this last time. We were looking for spots we could hang the hammocks across, you know, just hang it right across the river and camp out there.
Oh, really?
But we couldn't find any spots that had the trees on both sides and then a rock you could stand on without falling in.
Be able to hang it. That's I don't think, you know, for me, I would get up in the middle of the night. And
yeah,
then
that's why we wanted that rock you wouldn't fall in with. Middle of the night, the last thing you want to do is fall in. During the day, no big deal, you know. It's only ice cold water. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah. Bika's blaming me for something like that. She said she wouldn't camp in the river. That's me. So. Oh,
like I was laughing about, we're walking around all those campsites after that big rainstorm, which dropped a few inches of rain, and we're like, "Oh, that was." You used to say that's a great spot to put a tent or something, and you go up there and it's a pool of water. It's like, oh, okay, nope.
No. Oh yeah.
I've done it. I've camped up there in a tent in rainstorms, but we always had the tarp out, you know, cover our area, and then dug ditches to drain the water around and away from us.
Yeah.
And now you can't do anything like that in that area anymore. You know, you can't do anything.
Oh, you can't dig?
Can't dig, can't have fires, can't do anything that's destructive to the environment anymore.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't stop people from doing it, but we don't.
Is that the spot you were showing on your last video?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Where they had a whole area of barriers built up with trees and stuff like that. It was like we almost tore it down, but it was like what are we going to do with it if we tear it down? You know, we can't burn it. Anywhere else I'd go, that's the first thing I'd do is I'd tear something like that down and burn it. But we did take every bit of cordage that they left on the trees, garbage that we found on the ground, every bit that we could find out there. We you know, try to take care of the place so they don't shut it down. On that whole lake, that's the only place you can actually camp.
Oh, really?
And it's a huge lake, so
Yeah.
and they've
That's,
shut everywhere else down. When I was younger, we used to camp everywhere around the lake, you know. But too many people starting wildfires and trashing, you know.
Yeah.
But that's what gets your free places shut down.
Huh.
And it's one of the few places left around here where you don't need a permit to park or hike or anything to go in, you know.
Yeah. That's too bad because, you know, I got friends in the UK and they have but that's why they stealth camp, because there's really no public place to go so they can
Right.
camp. So they'll end up stealth camping out there. And I have some trouble with that. I mean, I'll do it sometimes, but I don't do something crazy where I know that I'm, you know,
Could get in trouble for doing it.
yeah, I don't want to cause trouble for everybody else either. So,
Right. Yeah, I'm the same way. Once in a while, there's places I want to go. I'm going. Sorry. Even though I'm not supposed to be there sometimes. And like one of the places I go on the river, they require a permit to be on their land, which is $175 for a year permit. I go for a couple days every year. I'm not paying that kind of money.
yeah. Yeah.
And I basically go down there and we stealth camp for the week, you know?
Yeah. Well, one of the things I do like about Kansas, you can buy an annual state park permit for $15.
I have one for here.
And
for
so,
Washington,
yeah.
actually. I buy one every year.
I do too. And that just helps
all
them.
the parks and I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully I'm not too long here getting my repairs done. And so I'll tell you what, it starts hitting the 90s here in this parking lot. It's going to be hot.
Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah. On that pavement, man, it reflecting up off that pavement. Ooh.
It's starting to hit my back right now. So good
Do you think you'll be
timing
there all
on this.
night?
Huh?
Will you be there? Will you be there all night tonight?
Yeah, at least probably 3 days.
Oh, okay.
At least with the work I need to get done, I imagine it's going to take them 3 days. They don't start the work till tomorrow. Which some of it's just maintenance, which no big deal. They'll go right through, get that done easy enough. And then there's a couple things like the air system in my motorhome isn't functioning adequately at all. And then I had a part fall off underneath the motorhome when I was at one campground.
Oh,
so
no.
They got to fix that too. So outside of that, it's just easy stuff.
All right, Sandy, take care. I hope you know, if you're having something good, send me a note and I'll come over and eat with y'all. Sandy only lives maybe 2 miles from the house here. So, yeah, she's a Kansas girl.
Yeah, can't win them all.
Yeah, it's a good place. Let's see. I finally found.
Visit the other side of the state at some point.
Yeah, I think you would. There is some really unique places over there. So I am putting up Ozan's channel.
Cool.
There we go. See if that works.
Yep.
I just found him on here as we were looking around. So I've got him subscribed to. Yeah, fun. All right. Well, what you got planned for next time, Tony?
Well, I can't plan anything till I get this done.
Yeah.
But I want to get up by Mount Adams again for a camp out before I head south. Just get a couple days up there in the mountains. Maybe take my new camper and the wife and do it that way.
Oh yeah. So when you're but you said that when you're traveling that you take the camper on your Jeep with the Jeep and then you drive the RV.
We're still discussing whether we want to do that or not. She doesn't really like the idea of camping in the desert without air conditioning. So we're still trying to figure out how we can actually power the AC unit, keep the tent kind of cool without much power. You know, yeah, we have 100-watt solar on the roof of the thing, but that's not a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, that won't do it.
You know, the only time it gets to charge is at night. Well, you're not charging solar at night. So we don't know. Odds are we might just leave it up here in Washington and use it next summer, you know, during the cooler times of the year.
Okay.
Because if it's not hot, and the place to go up on the Sispus River up by Mount Adams, it's in the trees. I've never actually been there when it was super hot because the wind comes down off the mountains down the valley on blowing it off the river, and that's nice and cool all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Bika understands about the desert and air conditioning.
I don't care. I adjust wherever I'm at. I just adjust.
Yeah.
And desert's one of those. It's kind of hard because at night, beautiful skies, but you want your head and your face covered because it's cold. Yep. And then during the day, you want to run around naked.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's hot. Nobody else wants you to, but you
no. That's why I camp alone out there. Hey, the first year I wore my boots, my cowboy boots, because I was always afraid about scorpions, spiders, stuff like that. Now I wear my sandals. It's not an issue anymore. I'm not worried about it. It's much better with the sandals.
Yeah. Yeah, it's it's amazing how we get used to things, you know.
Originally, I was like, oh, I don't really want to camp on the ground out here, you know, because of stuff crawling around, and I just don't care anymore. But now I have a good hammock stand, so I'll be hammocking every time I go camping in the desert. I'll still have to put tarp up because, boy, you need that shade.
Yeah.
But it'll be one of those where I'll have it kind of over the hammock and then drop at night so I can look at the sky. Nothing better than laying in the hammock and looking at the sky at night.
That's what I'm looking forward to next week there in both New Mexico and Colorado, because in New Mexico, that's going to be where the old Pueblo Indians had made these huge buildings.
Cool.
So I'm hoping to do a lot of video of that and then go down in there at night and try to get the Milky Way, because it's late in the season. So the Milky Way will be standing up on its end.
Yeah. But right now the moon is almost gone. So it'll be good.
It'll be good. It'll be good. So Jabir, he's online with us. Jabir, he just moved from into to the UK, and he's living in the UK now. So it's good to have him with us. Bika said that she takes a generator. Is that an option for you? You know, with the small.
I have a generator, and it probably fit in that thing. But who goes camping to hear that?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Especially if you got to run it all the time during the day. At night, no big deal, you know. Don't run it.
Yeah.
but during the
Within the daytime.
days, I still like to hear everything when I'm out camping. I mean,
Yeah.
if we're sitting around the fire and listening to the radio, that's a whole different game, you know. You already got the fire going. You're not going to hear much in the woods with the fire going. So we
No.
listen to the radio, but a lot of times when we don't have a fire gun, we don't have the radio going either. We just sit and listen.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I'll grab my chair and go walk off and somewhere in the woods and just sit there. And you can't beat that.
No, you can't. You can't. I did that the other day here. I just went over to the Elk City Lake is the huge Corps of Engineer project that they did here. It's got it's a really beautiful spot. I went over there and I'm at this overlook. I'm all by myself. I'm just enjoying it. The buzzards, they have filled the sky, man. There must have been 50 buzzards up there. I don't know
That
what they
makes
were
you
at.
feel old, doesn't it?
Yeah. I thought they were waiting. They're just waiting.
They're just waiting. It won't be long now.
But then from the below them, here comes a bald eagle, and this eagle just flew, down below them and turned, and then in front of it was a white egret flying, and it's neat. And then a family showed up, and I told them, I said, you just missed an eagle, and they're sitting there, and sure enough, the eagle turned and flew back across the lake right in front of us, and they got to see it. So that was good. That was good. Yeah, you got to watch those buzzards because they will just don't be too still too long. And that's another problem that I got. I after a while, I get so stiff, I can't really move. Then they think they got you. Oh, my. Well, I guess it's been an hour, Tony.
Oh, yeah, sure enough.
That's crazy. But I appreciate you joining me. And
I'm finally glad I could actually catch you. It's been a weird summer for both of us,
It has been a crazy summer. I won't be on here next week, but then I'll shoot you a link if you're around the week after.
Yeah, I don't know where I'll be, but if I'm available, I'll be here.
Yeah. Well, that'll be great, and then I look forward to seeing your next video.
Yeah, I'll probably shoot one while I'm here, showing this little area I'm in. Kind of what goes on here and stuff like that. Nothing else to do. Can't really go anywhere.
Yep. Well, you could lay out there on the parking lot and get your tan.
Oh yeah, I don't need a tan, Dan. That's one thing that doesn't go away with being in the desert in the winter and being up here in the summer. Yeah,
it just sort of
just keeps getting darker and darker. Oh, and I can only wear one kind of sandal too.
Oh, really?
I got to match the tan lines.
Yeah, otherwise you look like a zebra after a while.
Yeah, I got stripes.
All right, brother. It's great to see you.
You too. Everybody take care. Be well.
Everybody take care. Great to see everybody. Thank you for joining us today, and we will see you in a couple of weeks. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay on the path. God bless you. Take care, Tony. Bye-bye.
You too.